Hello everybody, this is BluRayBros.com and today I wanted to give a quick look at my video collection. So just guys probably noticed that I did do a video a while back showcasing my video collection, but I felt like that video was not really I had a lot of problems with that video and I kind of just want to redo it personally. So without further ado, here we go. So I'm gonna go and start with this thing I got over here. This is a bag I got for as a gift. It's a bag. This is where I store a lot of my older parts of my collection. I've been collecting for over 2 years now, and I'd say in the past year or so, it's grown quite a bit since I've gotten a vehicle. So I've been able to go out a lot more and check some more thrift stores out and that. So without further ado, let's start. Point Break, Seven, Traffic, Blow, Inglorious Bastards, Suburban Nights, Hole, 2012, Inception, Alien, Fast Time at Ridgemount High, The Day After Tomorrow, The French Connection, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Demolition Man, Jaws, Pulp Fiction, The Matrix, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Arrival, Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, by the way, was a gift, you know, so, just in case you want to question my taste, it was a gift, I mean, I appreciate gifts, but, you know what I mean, Mad Max, Army of Dark, X-Men The Last Stand, Army of Darkness, iRobot, The Big Short. There's another one here. What is that? Steve Jobs, X-Men. There's another one. 1917 Akira, Artie Marsh 3, Superman, The Animated Series, Volume 1, Falling Down, National Lampoon, Christmas Vacation, Minority Report, The Lion King in 3D, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Romeo and Juliet, plus Juliet, Master and Commander, Far Side of the World, Rocky, and The Punisher. Yeah, so a lot of these are Blu-rays. I mostly try to collect Blu-rays, but I also collect DVDs too if I feel like something would be fairly difficult to collect through Blu-rays. Personally, I prefer Blu-rays because they're gen. I find that they're more recent and they're probably less likely to get like disc rot and that. I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you wanna inform me more about that. But that's why I collect mostly Blu-rays. Yeah, so let's get on with the next part here. So here's all this stuff is fairly recent. I think I got most of this stuff this year actually, or late last year. Okay, so you got Sonic the Hedgehog, Fantasia, Bubblegum Crisis, Bubblegum Crash, The Mummy. What's that one there? Black Mask, Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1, White Christmas, Beast Wars. That's a episode collection. I got that actually from a local convenience store where I live. They had like a bunch of movies or something in the back, and I decided to check it out. I also got White Christmas and Napoleon Dynamite from there as well. Beavis and Butthead Do America, Superman Saves the Day. That's all of the Max, the Fleshinger Studio Superman shorts from like the 40s and that. Really nice. Guyver 2, The Patriot, Persepolis, and World Trade Center. And then over here I got Phantom of the Paradise, American History X, Creed, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Guyver, This Is the End, Treasure Planet, Kingdom of Heaven, Josie and the Pussycats, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Rollerball, another copy of Josie and the Pussycats. I think I got that because, well, I wasn't really satisfied with the first copy I got. I got it at like this thrift store, and that was formerly a church, and it was kind of faded. Like the cover was kind of faded, and it wasn't in the best condition. I had to like get another case to put it in. So I just kind of got that just as a better copy of Family Guy, Blue Harvest, 310 to Yuma, Wayne's World, Mission Hill. That one was, I didn't expect to find that one. It probably doesn't work, but who knows. Band of Brothers, the Dark Knight trilogy, and then the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which is really nice to come across. Yeah, when I go and pick up these things, I usually go to it's either Value Village, Goodwill, or there's another thrift store. It's all in this small city near where I am. There used to be this other place I used to go. It used to be like a video game store, a retro video game store, but I haven't been there. But the thing closed down last year, unfortunately, which is, really sucks. But other than that, those are the three. I also go to some thrift stores in around my area, but the thing is that, where I am, things don't new stock doesn't really come in all that much, so it's kind of a pain. So I don't really go there much unless I feel like going for a drive or whatever. Now let's check these other ones out. Let me just get this. This thing's really annoying. Come on, let's go. Oh, oh. Yes, we did it. Okay. Final Fantasy Dispersed Within, Appleseed. I got those at a comic book convention. Rise of Planet of the Apes. What's that one there? I can't. Blade Runner, the final cut. Pan's Labyrinth, Heavy Metal, Pacific Rim, the American Pie Collection, Game of Thrones, Team America, World Police, Wreck-It Ralph, The Fast and the Furious, Hellboy, The Thing, Hugo 300, The Terminator, The Dark Crystal, Conan the Barbarian, X2, X-Men Unite, Vikings, Venus Wars, Justice League, Barbarella. What's that one there? Edge of Tomorrow, The Polar Express, 310 DML, Labyrinth, The Lost Boys, Shaun of the Dead, and then Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040. That's the first, I think, 5 episodes. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know where I got Game of Thrones from. I think it was from a thrift store, actually. Could have been bargain bin or something. Oh. Here's some more stuff. Fast and Furious. Oh, what's this? Too Fast, Too Furious. That's sort of a compilation movie. Wizards, Clerks, Paranorman, Adventureland, Serenity, Creepshow, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Source Code, Up, Saving Mr. Banks, Ira. I think that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990s films, Atlantis, Lost Empire, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. I found that at like this thrift store at a really small town, which I didn't expect to find something like that at. New Get a Robo, The Simpsons, the complete 7th season, Simpsons, the complete 5th season, SpongeBob SquarePants, that's season 1 and 2, I think. Reality Bites, The Road to El Dorado, Treasure Planet, and Tora. That's also a lot. Yeah, you do it in one take and just take some breath out of me. Yeah, I do got some VHS tapes I might show you guys later on in the video. I'm kind of on the cuff doing this. So let's take a look here. Daredevil, this is the director's cut. I heard this was the cut that was good. Heat, Big Trouble in Little China, Joker. To be honest with you guys, when I'm doing this, I kind of like what I usually try to buy stuff that I've seen, but some of the stuff I haven't, and I just buy it because I feel like it's rare or it's something that interests me. I'm not like one of those people who collect stuff, just for the sake of collecting. Like I'm not a person that collects any sort of new release. I like to be selective. You know what I mean? Yeah, Boys in the Hood, Charlie Brown Christmas, Midnight Horror Collect, the Beastmaster, Midnight Horror Collection. That's all the Puppet Master movies. Charlie Brown Christmas, Boys in the Hood, Reservoir Dogs, Psycho, Fight Club, Enter the Dragon, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, The Dark Knight. I got this all the way back in 2014. Invader Sim Volume 1 through 3. This is Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. I don't know when I got this. I think I might have got that around the same time, like a decade ago or so. Dr. Seuss Deluxe Edition, The Lorax, X Japan, The Last Live. I like X Japan, but there's like nothing around here for it, so when I saw that, I had to pick that up. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, pretty decent movie. Unfortunately, that was scratched up, but I bought it anyway. The Replacement Killers, The Shining, Puss in Boots, The Last Witch, Cloverfield, Bridge of Spies, Iron Man, The Iron Giant, The Secret of NIF, Independence Day. That one has 2001: Space Odyssey and A Clockwork Orange, but there's no The Shining there. I had to get that separate, as you can tell. Jingle All the Way, The Martian, Alfred Hitchcock Classic Collection, Gallagher Boyhood, The Fast and the Furious, Frank Miller's Sin City, Full Metal Jacket, Casino Royale, Skyfall, Batman Returns, Straight Outta Compton, Underworld, The Boondock Saints, Pitch Black, Election, Beowulf, The Last Unicorn, Star Wars, Clone Wars, Volume 2, and How the West Was Won. Yeah, it just keeps on coming. Okay, let me try to take this off here. Hold on a sec. Well, hopefully that stays up all right. Over here though, this is El Mariachi. I got this, I think there was a town-wide garage sale at a place near me a while back. I got that through that. Over here is some video CDs I got from a local thrift store. This is Rumble in the Bronx, and then this is, come on, let's go. This is Pinocchio. And then over here, we got Word of Millers, Reanimator, Dr. No, Hackers, X-Men, Days of Future Past, The Good and Bad, The Ugly, Class of 1984, A Fistful of Dollars, The Warriors, El Mariachi, Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Rutherford Falls, Civil War, Captain America, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, can't see movie, Blade, Highlander, The Avengers, Rango, Rise of the Guardians, Django Unchained, From Russia with Love, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Spaceballs, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Krull, X-Men First Class, Contagion, 2012. Well, for a second there, I thought I had duplicate. Dazed and Confused, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's the second 2001 I got. Now let's try to move this. Now we got Empire Records, Total Recall, Trainspotting, 9, Holiday. Like where I am, they have like one for like French and English. I don't know. I think the French might have something on it, but like, I don't know. Like, how can you even like what do you call this? Nuff? Like, do they have to put nuff on the front of it? Like I don't know what's up with the French. Holiday triple feature, Hanna-Barbera, Woodstock, the director's cut, American History X, Catch Me If You Can, Jerry Bruckheimer film. Why did I say that? National Treasure, Gremlins, T2's Train Spotting, Guardians of the Galaxy, Muppets from Space, SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. I got this because it was a steelbook. Surf's Up. I got Surf's Up movie one weekend, and then I go in to a thrift store and I find it on Blu-ray. Lovely. The Medici, Godfathers in the Renaissance, World Trade Center, Anatomy of a Collapse, Surf's Up, The Incredibles, Potter and Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Total Recall, 9/11. That's the not non-star or whatever documentary, Animatrix, Master and Commander, and Van Helsing. So yeah, I'm talking a lot here. I'm getting a little tired out. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Pitch Black, Baby Driver, Legend of the Guardians. I think what does that say? I can't see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really touch this collection much. The Owls of Gahul. Okay, for a second there, I thought it was a. For a second there, I wasn't quite sure. Tron Legacy, Spring Breakers, Madagascar 3, The Internship, Office Space, 1 Hour Photo Drive, Freddy Got Fingered, Hot Fuzz, Pikachu, Gattaca, The Patriot. I think I have 2 copies of The Patriot actually. How did that happen? March of the Penguins, Dracula, 2000, Yu Yu Hakusho, A New Apprentice, Life Aquatic, An Evening with Kevin Smith, Killer Bean Forever. That's funny how I got that. I didn't think I would find something like that. La Femme, Nikita, Little Nemo, Adventure in Snowland, and finally SpongeBob SquarePants, complete 3rd season. And then here's a VHS tape I got. The Replacement Killers, because I had to get that as well. And then here's another movie. I don't know why it's here. The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. I don't know. I like Lord of the Rings, and I like the Hobbit book because I read it in the 7th grade. Not 7th grade. I read it in the 11th grade. And then finally, here's a big one. This is Bad Boys on Laserdisc. I was on vacation and I found this at a store. And I'm like, yes, I have to have that. I just have to have it. Honestly, I wish I could go on vacation again just to get more shit. More stuff. Oh, sorry about that. Slip of the tongue there. Shish kebabs, that's what I meant. That was one of the problems with the old video. It was kind of on the cuff. Well, I knew that was gonna kind of happen, so let's be smart about this, okay? Let's be smart, okay? This is a PSA for This is a PSA. Look at all those movies. I do got some other stuff too. I got a VHS collection, and I want to extend the video to about 30 minutes because I don't know. I think longer videos will help me gain traction on YouTube. So, luckily, all of these are Blu-rays. I don't have to deal with DVDs, which are annoying when stacking them with Blu-rays. Oh, but we got the Replacement Killers. So let's put this on here. Okay. All right. Look at that. It's a little bit out of order, but you know what? It looks good. Okay. So now let's look at my VHS collection. Uh-oh. I'm gonna put you guys down for a sec here. But hopefully you guys can hear me, so You know what? I should probably put my other movies here. So I'm gonna go and talk here for a sec while I get my VHS collection and give you a bit of a rundown on how I got it, and how that's going. So just listen here for a sec while I grab it. Yeah, I got my VHS. I don't know. I've collected VHS a little bit, or the past little bit. I don't really collect much. I'm more of a DVD and a Blu-ray collector. But I do collect it occasionally, especially at garage sales or something. That's where I mainly collect it, especially rarer movies. Okay, let me just try to get it. My VHS collection is not very organized. It's mainly just... Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Oh, please. But it's coming out. And it's coming out right now. All right. So let's start. What? Okay. First one we got here is Conan the Barbarian. I think I got this at a garage sale. Conspiracy theory. If you're into that sort of thing. The Rocketeer, 2 thumbs up. Yeah, this is probably the one I like the most, because I didn't think I would be able to get something like this. I wish there was a Blu-ray or something I could grab. Clerks, this one's really cool. Yeah, I got this recently alongside Swingers here. Picked this up at a local garage. At a thrift store there. I didn't get any movies. I got The Professional with it though. Oh, here's the Indiana Jones trilogy. Here's all the Star Wars films. I was first introduced to Star Wars through the VHS actually, and didn't watch the prequels or anything. I'm fairly young, but I didn't watch any of the prequels. I got into Star Wars through watching the original movies, on VHS, not the special editions or anything. I really like these editions though; they're really nice. Yeah, there's some other weird stuff here. Look, there's a book. Shannara, I didn't notice that. Hunter Hunted. I don't really buy books, and I just kind of buy stuff if I feel like it. For sometimes, John Wayne, The Searchers, Clueless, Demolition Man. Is this Conan the Destroyer? Clint Eastwood, A Fistful of Dollars. Watch the whole movie trilogy now. There's Predator. What's that? Oh yeah, I got a couple years ago, like a year or two ago, I was at a thrift store in my town, and there was this, and they don't accept VHS tapes anymore, but there was all these VHS tapes for these really crappy direct-to-DVD sci-fi films or something. Here's Street Fighter. You can see why I got that. And I decided to pick it all up, because what's this one? It's just another Total Recall. These things are dusty. There's election back there. I'm not even going to bother putting it up. It's just too dusty. Jerry Maguire, I got that for the memes. Double Dragon. I've seen some anime VHS tapes, but I never got any. I don't know why. None of them really interest me. I don't really buy VHS tapes much anyway. Here's Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider. One of his later cowboy films, Free Jack. I'm surprised. He's 100 years old or something. He's getting up there, Cyborg 3. I don't even know if Coneheads. Oh, Mad Max. And these two films, Excalibur. Now that one's really cool. Oh, this one. Watch the Sky. And this one here. Wish they had like Guyver or something here. Yeah, but like a couple years ago, sometimes you'll get people who like put out their VHS collection, and they don't accept VHS is anymore at that store. So they just, you know, I'll ask them, hey, you guys, they'll be like, hey, if you want these, go ahead. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. You know, like I'll take them for free. I'll ask them if they want money for them. I'm like, no, we're good. Well, these things, some of them are worth value, but like some of them are just, I don't know which ones though. What's this? What's this? Oh, what's this? Look at that. Look at that. Six Flags. Oh, 75 years. Six Flags. What was that? What's this underneath? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Six Flags, Mail-in Center, Life Magazine. I saw something here. What was it? Oh, there's Mad Magazine. If you're really into, John Wayne or something, I guess you can go into that. I there was a time where I watched some westerns or something. I should probably watch some more westerns, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not super into it. I kind of just watch what I feel like. Like lately, I've been watching a lot of anime, and that's been about it. I'll put the Rocketeer. Oh, I don't feel like it, and it's too rare. I'll put Hunter Hunted right here. And this one here, Shannara. I'm not terribly familiar with the books. I just kind of got it because I wanted to. Because I was feeling in the mood. There was a time when I would buy stuff. When I kind of wanted to get into novels, I'll occasionally buy stuff like that. So anyway, that's my collection of VHS tapes. It's very dusty. I should probably maintain them more, but I don't really use them or anything. I do have a VHS player over there alongside a GameCube and an NES. But anyway, guys, this is Blu-Ray Bros. I'm in the process right now of starting a new blog. So I've been kind of busy with other stuff. Sorry about that, but I guess I'll see you later then. See you. Bye.